Carrie Bradshaw, you let me down.
I am such an idiot!
I trusted you when you told me Manhattan was an adult playground suitable for stilettos. I believed that money was no object, men were always hot and never creepy, and hangovers, they just didn't exist. But now that I've lived here for all of 10 minutes, I'm calling bullshit, Carrie.
You are bullshit!
And I'm fucking bullshit. She's bullshit. It's all fucking nothing.
So let's get into my hard-hitting special report. The 10 biggest lies Sex and the City told me about living in New York. Love you, Carrie, but also kind of hate you. Lie number 1. Walking forward to a sidewalk is fine. No one will care at all. No, these streets are not wide enough for Carrie, her delusions, plus 3 warm bodies. Don't even consider venturing outside with more than one other person. But if you must, and you decide to take up the whole entire sidewalk, I will not hesitate to flash one of my trademark eye rolls, and you will be devastated.
Next!
Lie number 2. A sex writer and her cronies can just mosey on into the Yankees locker room after a big game. For real? How is that so easy? And if Carrie had a press pass all along, wouldn't they have had better seats at the actual game? I know they tried to explain this away with the smoking room thing, but come on.
I can barely see him. Why are we sitting all the way up here?
Because it's the only place I can smoke without Giuliani putting me away for 10 years.
Even if we do believe in the impossible, how would she be allowed to bring along her 3 friends? Lies. Liza Minnelli.
Yes, I'd like a cheeseburger, please, large fries, and a Cosmopolitan.
Lie number 3. Cosmopolitans should be consumed with reckless abandon. Cosmo, 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 and 100 million Cosmos. Here are my complaints. A, they never got hangovers. And B, Cosmopolitans are actually the least cosmopolitan drink there is.
Samantha, a Cosmopolitan, and Donald Trump. You just don't get more New York than that.
New York City isn't the kind of place where you just lounge around sipping on a chilled martini glass filled to the brim with something pink. Save that for Florida. Try the dirty martini or even a spritz. The Cosmo? She's dead. Lie number 4. Manolo Blahniks are for everyday wear. No, 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 no. Rats and roaches are everywhere. Who wants a strappy heel in this city? The full coverage of a sneaker is key. Manolos have basically gone extinct. But rumor does have it that if you stand in Grand Central Station at midnight, you can still hear the overpriced clickety-clack of a Manolo chasing after Mr. Big.
Bonjour! Voilà le French hat, voilà le French pie.
Lie number 5. Throwing a filet-o-fish at a man will not jeopardize your chance at love. In season 2, Carrie and her beret arrived unannounced at Mr. Big's apartment with freaking McDonald's in an attempt to seduce him. I mean, come on. A French accent and a greasy sandwich get you nowhere in a city where chopped cheese is around every corner.
I am such an idiot!
What the f?
Allow me to assure you, flippant filet flinging will hinder your chance at love in a city where there are plenty of other fish in the sea.
Read it and weep, my friends.
I'm sorry, I can't. Don't hate me.
Lie number 6. Getting dumped with a post-it note is so bad.
Wow. Brutal.
I pray, I hope, and I yearn that I could be so lucky as to be dumped by a post-it note. Here's a more cruel New York City dumping. He blocks your number and goes to you on all social media apps, including LinkedIn, because a young financier covers all of his bases. And then many days later, you run into each other on a Tuesday morning, piling into a local train. Now you're locking eyes in an enclosed space that starts and stops with a jolt every 2 minutes, and where do you look if not into his eyes while dodging an unruly child in a unicorn horn and mermaid's tail? I'll take the post-it, please. Thank you.
I am a woman.
A woman?
Lie number 7. City women, they're not people. In the Sex and the City universe, women are hollow, one-dimensional imitations of people. A metropolitan woman only has time to care about one thing.
Like sex, for example?
Miranda cares only about her career, Charlotte cares only about love, Samantha cares only about sex, and Carrie, she cares only about herself.
You win.
They're so one-dimensional, even their friendships don't make sense. Remember the bullshit bagels in season 4?
It's bad enough you send your boyfriend to help me when I call you, but now, the bullshit bagels.
Lie number 8. Everything outside of the city is a hellhole.
Which hick town is it exactly?
We all have our own versions of hell, and Carrie's is Suffern, New York. Her reaction to Aiden's country home in season 4 was a little extreme. What's her problem? If this were Gilmore Girls, Suffern would be a dream.
Did you ever know that you're my hero?
Oh my God.
Anyone who lives here knows if you get to enjoy some greenery, even just for a day, it's a gift.
Who's the farmer with the delts?
Lie number 9. Not hot guys are only good after you've exhausted the hot ones.
This is the train to ugly.
Season after season, the women dated immature man babies.
I'm thirsty.
There's bong water.
Why? Well, they were hot, of course. But six-pack abs don't necessarily nurture intimacy, as Charlotte soon discovered after marrying Trey in season 3. Then she finally did settle on Harry, but only after she tried and failed to change him to better suit her image. Meanwhile, Miranda struggled with her attraction to Steve because his career wasn't as prestigious as hers.
So, this is your apartment.
As for the rest of the women, they're still out here chasing bricks. Hot, rigid men with as much personality as a crumbly red block. And finally, lie number 10. Publishing frothy essays is enough to earn a living in New York City. It's me. Hi, I'm a writer, it's me, and I can assure you that none of us living in Manhattan could have afforded Carrie's palatial estate. She had enough furniture to reenact Be Our Guest.
Be our guest, be our guest.
Her walk-in closet is truly my entire apartment.
How embarrassing.
In conclusion, and to summarize my findings, Sex and the City was nothing but a dirty, filthy, disgusting, but totally fun lie.
Should we get more coffee or should we get 2 guns and kill ourselves?
Share your favorite Carrie Bradshaw bullshit in the comments. Love you, Carrie. Bye. But for real, get it together.